and welcome to episode 16 of Two Crafty Stitches. Today is November 22nd, 2015. I am Sandy, also known as Knits and Bits.
And I'm Kelly, also known as Pearly Girl 75.
And this is Lucy.
And that's Lucy.
Yeah, she's just going to do whatever Lucy does today. Which is apparently sit on my lap.
Yes. Which is not a bad thing.
No, she's being very calm right now.
Right now.
Unlike 5 minutes ago.
Like 30 seconds ago.
Yeah.
So, anyway, here we are with another episode. It is the week before Thanksgiving for all of you people in the U.S. or people who celebrate Thanksgiving. Because you might not be in the U.S. and still celebrate it. I don't know. Maybe you're like stationed overseas or living in another country. As you can tell, this is another episode in which we have no show notes because we're lazy.
We're busy. We'll put that out there.
Busy, lazy. I own it. I'll say it.
Yeah. So, I guess let's start with our new items, which surprisingly, we both have new items.
Yes, we do.
So, Kelly, you can go first.
Okay, well, I will start with some fiber because I'm still in the Moon Rover Fiber Club, and this is the November 2015 shipment.
And I haven't seen it yet.
Sandy has not seen it yet. I love it, but of course I love every shipment that I get, and it is my next to last shipment, my penultimate shipment. I like to throw that word in as many times as I can in like various episodes, because I notice I've said that many times. Anyway.
I have not noticed that.
And so, it's my next shipment. I'm going to get the thing that'll say you're up for renewal, and I'm probably not going to renew it just because I have so much fiber, as I discussed in our previous episode. So yes, next to last shipment. Here it is. If you don't want to be spoiled, look away. Okay. There it is. I'll show you the other side. It's got so many colors in it.
It does.
Like, is it just me, or does it have more colors in it than normal? I think it does.
Okay, you said there was brown. I don't see the brown.
Well, it's kind of like there's like a brownish tinge to this color here. Yes.
No,
I love
like
this
that.
color, this blue, and
I like the purple and the red.
yes. So, anyway, so that's it from the Moon Rover Fiber Club. I'll be getting a December shipment, probably mid-December, because I think that's when it comes, in the middle of the month. So,
yeah, that would be about right.
Yeah, I highly recommend the club to anyone. And it's like you do it 3 months at a time, and I don't think I've ever, when I've signed up, even for my renewals and stuff, because you just sign up like as a new person every time, or just like as a new order, I don't think I've ever had to like be on a waiting list or whatever. So, of course, that might change. But that's okay, because I have, 12, I have 11 months of it, and I'll have 12 months of it, and that is plenty. That is
at least
60 ounces of fiber.
You're caught up on spinning.
Yes. So maybe
Make
like
room.
in another year or two, I can rejoin. So anyway, the other new item I have, Sandy also has. So I don't know if you want to show yours or what. I mean, it's the same thing. So for Sandy's birthday, I bought yarn for both of us. Because I couldn't not have this yarn either. So anyway, without further ado, here we go. Ready? Yay! It is
haiku yarn?
Haute knit yarn.
Sorry, wow.
And I have the card
got
here.
that off.
Oh, look at that. Look at how prepared I am today. You can't
You
see
can't
it though
even
because it's
see that.
black. I know. But anyway, she's she's on Etsy. It's Haute knit yarn on Etsy, and this colorway is called
Eye of the Tiger.
Yes. So I had to buy this because of Rocky and Eye of the Tiger and the song and all that. So
And also Clemson were the Tigers.
yes, and that too, even though it's not Clemson colors.
No, but it's still Eye of the Tiger. That's one of our songs.
Okay.
And we're doing so well.
Yes, I know. Won yesterday, didn't they?
Yes.
Yep.
One more game for the regular season.
And they have won them all, haven't they?
Yes.
Yes. So, that's it for my new stuff. Do you have anything else new?
I have
Move
one
this out of the way
thing
so
new.
the dog doesn't get it.
Pardon?
I was moving it so the dog wouldn't leap over and grab it.
I don't think she's big enough.
Well, she could jump if she jumped. She was like, ah! Jumped at it.
So, I got some
that just
fiber.
happened.
It did not just happen.
No, me going.
I was not
that happened
watching that.
twice.
No, she's too enthralled with my fiber. So
Because she's trying to grab that now.
She is. So I got some fiber. I ordered it maybe a week and a half ago, and it came within like 2 days.
It's very pretty.
It is
It's
Forbes
very-
Farm fiber. It's very red.
It's very vibrant.
It is. There's some reds and oranges and purples and a Lucy trying to eat the end.
Yes.
What is the name of this? I can't even remember. It's a BFL called Fire Fluffy, and it's 4 ounces. It looks very compact for 4 ounces.
It does. You're probably going to have to like fluff it out some
yeah.
before you spin it.
Now remind me when I go to spin this.
That you need to fluff it out some.
Well, no, I'm also
That you're not going to ply on the fly.
Yes.
We talked about that before too.
Not going to ply on the fly. I'll ply after.
Is that what you were going to say?
Yes. I know.
I'm in your
I
head.
know. So that is my new acquisition, and that yarn. That's all I have right now.
Yes.
My finished objects. Seeing that you're in the middle.
Yes, and I have finished objects too, but go ahead.
I don't have that much.
I only have 2.
I have these little baby socks. Yeah, that's about it. Yep. It's out of the Lion brand Sock Ease Rock Candy. I finished. I just need to.
Oh yeah, you talked about those last time.
Yeah, I finished them last night.
Oh. You're like, we're recording. Is that why we talked about, like, you were like, are we recording on Sunday?
Yeah, because I'm like, I don't have anything.
Oh.
Not
Yeah,
even
well,
a pair
most of the
baby
time I don't
socks.
have anything finished either.
I know, but all I've been working on is these
I'm the
baby
Because
socks.
I'm the lazy slacker of this podcast, basically. However, I have 2 finished objects. And I know a couple weeks ago I had like 1 finished object, and I was like, well, that'll hold me for a few weeks. So this has got me through Christmas.
No. No, because you have stuff that you're doing Christmas now.
Well, I don't know if it's going to be done in time for Christmas, because I haven't started it. So there will be knitting time, though, in the car this week. So we'll see. Anyway, this is what I was working on last time, which is this little improvised infinity scarf out of the Patton's Color Wool yarn. So, because this is a late birthday present, although it looks very Christmassy, doesn't it, in these colors? So anyway, that's it. It's the Yarn Harlots 1-row hand-spun scarf pattern, I think is what it's called. I don't know. If you need to Google it, just type those words in and it'll come up. Because those words are in the pattern name, just maybe not in that order. I don't know. Anyway,
and this
if
is
we
your
did show
second-
notes, perhaps, maybe. Yeah.
This is the second one that you made of this.
Yes, it is. Out of the same base
Color
of
wool.
yarn, just not in the same colorway. So,
Yeah, yours was more vibrant.
yes, it is. And it is still in the glove compartment of my car, because guess what? There's a cold front coming tonight, and it's going to be like 50 in the morning. Not that I'm going anywhere in the morning, but whatever.
Hun, it's going to be 50 in the morning?
Yes, it's going to be like 50 in the morning. The cold front is coming tonight. All the rain we've been having today, that's bringing in the cold front.
Okay.
Yes.
So I can wear a sweater to work.
Maybe.
And not die on the way there. From
Maybe.
heat stroke.
I mean, it's probably going to be like mid-50s. I don't know. I haven't looked at it recently, but anyway. The other item that I have finished is some spinning, and I'm prepared with the card for this today, too. Aha! So this is the Hobbledehoy Yarn and Fiber that I was working on. That's the name of the Hobbledehoy Yarn and Fiber. And it is, because, well, it was fiber, now it's yarn. In the smooth sailing colorway, hand-painted merino wool tussa silk, 4 ounces. She's on Etsy at hobbledehoy.etsy.com. Maybe you can see this card. Oh, yes. All right. And I spun this on my Turtle-Made Turkish spindle, and then I plied it on my Ashford Traveler spinning wheel. So, so there it is. I got 314 yards, and it's of a chain ply. So, not too bad. And it's already been washed and everything. Like, twist has been set and all.
And you were smart and you wrote down the amount that you got.
I was,
your
because you know
cart.
what? I got very brilliant because I realized, because this is how I am. So so I have like a bin of hand spun yarn and everything. The dog ran downstairs and she's barking at something. I don't know. If you can hear that. So
Probably another dog on TV.
probably because she was like going crazy earlier. Anyway, so I have a whole bin that's full of hand spun yarn, and what I've been doing, because I'm this smart, and since I don't keep it in my Ravelry,
Gee, I wish somebody would say, hey, maybe you should keep it in my
I
Ravelry.
make notes in my phone and or Evernote, and I'm like, blah, 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 Fiverr, and I put how many yards I have, right? And then I just, like, when I'm done, I throw it in the bin. Well, I don't, like, have any tags or anything on it, so basically when I pull it out, I have to be like, which yarn is this? And then I have to go through my notes and try and figure out and all this type of stuff. So this time, what I've decided, and what I need to do, maybe I'll do it this week, is go through that bin and, like, tag everything. Because I've decided, because I don't necessarily have all the tags from all of them, but I can make tags out of just a piece of paper. And just, like, punch a hole, because that's what I need to do here, is punch a hole and just, like, tie it to here so that way I know what it is. Since I actually, like, sat down and wrote down the yards on the tag. So. Genius. I know. It only took me, how many years have I been spinning? A couple?
Yeah.
It only took me, like, 3 years or something to figure that out.
So,
I want to make something with this yarn. I wonder how many yards it is. Let me look at my notes. Which one is this? And in some of them I was like creative and I was like pink, orange, and yellow. Or like put like whatever the colors.
Gee, you don't have
to try
only
and
but
help
one
me.
pink, orange, and yellow yarn.
To try and help me figure out like which one it was, but yeah. So that's gonna be a fun project.
Yeah. So what I did when I took like 3 years to spin up all of that gray
Yes.
that I made the shawl out of,
Mm-hmm.
I put all of my final plaid yarn. Well, I kept it all into a huge gallon Ziploc bag.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept that in there. And I had a note card that I just kept on writing what the yardage was.
Well, aren't you just Miss Smarty Pants?
Well, because otherwise I know I would forget.
Mm-hmm.
And then, because that was also my first, spinning project.
Yeah.
That's also how I figured out, I do have to pay attention to which way I start spinning the base yarn. Because
the singles?
the singles, if you, I had one Z spin and one S spin, and they don't plait very well together.
Hmm.
So that got put into its own area, and I have no idea where it's at. It did not get put
I was
into
gonna say,
the
obviously
shawl.
you did not need it for the shawl. So.
No. No, I still have stuff left over from that. So, yep. Stuff that we are actively working on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I need to start another pair of baby socks, but I have not done that because I started a pair of socks this morning and I am right at the toes. I only got about 10 minutes in. And this is yarn that I have no idea what it is because it was from Kelly.
I don't know
From
what it is
a few
either.
years
Because
ago.
I don't have a tag for it.
It's sock yarn.
It's probably, when I first started...
It's green, orange, and yellow.
When I first started knitting and everything, I would buy, like, especially a lot of opal, and I know that's not opal, but I bought a lot of opal sock yarn when I was like, I'm going to knit socks, and I mean, like, a ton of it. And then I got a ball winder, and I was like, I'm going to be awesome, and wind all of my stuff into a ball, and I, like, got rid of all the tags. So... So obviously this whole spinning, labeling things is not new. It probably started, 7, 8, 9 years ago?
Yeah, probably closer to 9.
Who needs a tag?
Yeah.
I'll remember what this is when it's like 9 years fast forward and Sandy goes, this is some yarn that you gave me and I don't know what it is. I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea.
I think it's in my
It's not opal, I'll tell you
Ravelry as like green, orange, and yellow.
that.
Or it's just sock yarn. I have no idea. So
Yeah.
it's going to become some sort of toe-up sock. I have no idea what the yarn will allow me to do, so it's going to be fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that all you're working on?
Yeah.
All right. So I am still, sorry guys, working on this. This is my, Jaywalker infinity cowl that has grown a little, but doesn't really look like it. Out of the Queer, if that's the right way to say it, yarn in the patchwork colorway. I actually did get, like, a fair bit done. I got, like, 2 repeats of the color done when I was getting brakes on my car, because I took it and worked on it there.
Minus the time that I was,
that we were chatting and stuff,
yeah.
And the time that I was reading, because I read some too.
You can read and knit at the same time.
Yeah, no. I cannot. And so, anyway, so that's what I'm working on knitting-wise. I do have a pair of socks that I need to cast on as a Christmas gift, and those are just going to be plain, and I'll show them next time once they actually have had some knitting done on them, since they are still... It's, nothing's
in the
happened.
ball.
They're still in the ball.
Like with a label.
With a label,
yeah.
Yes. So, yeah, next time I'll show those. Hopefully, maybe I'll even have one done, because they're for a person with small feet. So, yes. And then I've also been working spinning-wise on my Moon Rover October shipment, which I was telling Sandy, I was like, I got this November shipment in, and I was like, I just want to start spinning it right now, but I have to finish this first, and I'm not even halfway done with it, but yeah. So this is my, like, before work and lunchtime spinning, and when I have, like, other free time, like, not at work but at home. So I was gonna work on it last night, but I was watching a TV show and I had to pay attention to what was happening. So
what TV show were you watching?
How to Get Away with Murder. It was I was like several days behind, because I'm behind on all my shows, but it was one of those where it was the winter finale, and I had to find out, like, who shot Annalise, and so I had to, like, watch the whole episode, and that's a show where I actually have to pay attention to see what's happening, because otherwise when I do other things like spinning or knitting and I'm looking down and then I look up and I look down and I look up and I'm like, wait, who's that? Why did they get there? What happened? So so anyway, so I have to do this little bit here, and then I have another one of my strips to get on, and then I will be just about halfway done, because I have a whole turtle. I have a whole turtle that's already done, but it's in the other room, so, and it's not that exciting, because it kind of looks like this, but not on here. So, because that's the last color. It's this reddish color. Oh. Because it's it's dyed in the stripes. So, like, down here, you can see, if you want to look at it that way, you can see, like, some of the colors that are in there. But, I mean, I showed the fiber before too, so.
Yeah.
So, that's it for what I'm working on.
Sorry, I was eating.
I was eating.
I was counting.
Title
and that
for
was
the episode
18.
right there.
Yeah.
Oh no! What just happened? I don't know. We might still be recording, and that'll be really awesome if we are, because this has happened to us before. And I'll just keep narrating just in case, while we're having technical difficulties. Yes, we are.
My God.
Yes.
Well,
yeah.
We'll see about that.
Oh yeah. Well, look, the time is still going.
I know.
So yeah, that's going to be a really exciting part of the episode in which you're like, "Whoa, what just happened?" But, like, really, it's going to be just video of us sitting there going, "What happened? I don't know."
Unless they saw. So what happened was it went. Whoa! Very excited dog.
Yes.
Went to a picture of. It looked like a counter.
I don't think they would have seen the picture of the counter, and I don't know why you have a picture of a counter.
I don't know why I have a picture of a counter either.
But anyway,
I don't know whose counter that is.
It looked kind of like my counter, which kind of confused me because my counter is downstairs.
And I haven't had my computer on your counter.
Right, so I don't know. But anyway, so in case you did see a picture of a counter, whatever. If not, if you just saw us looking very perplexed and confused and Sandy, like, getting really close to the computer, that's what just happened. Yeah. So, anyway.
Okay.
Unscripted, right here.
We're live.
Yeah, kind of. Well, we're live right now. Just not when you watch it.
Yeah. Anyways. So I guess we'll go into the goings-ons of everything.
Yes. Well, we should talk about, like, if we're watching, because I already kind of segued us into TV, because I was talking about How to Get Away with Murder. But
So
Sadie
you
doesn't watch
can-
that, so whatever.
I haven't watched TV in a month or
Okay, well,
longer,
I was gonna say I'm like 6 episodes behind on Doctor Who, but I'm caught up on How to Get Away with Murder and
then I'm 5 episodes behind.
okay, and Grimm, and whatever else I watch. I guess I'm caught up on. I don't know, except for Game of Thrones. But seeing as how they announced that they're delaying this next season, I can take my time.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes,
Because
So-
I'm not on anything with the TV, so
well, I mean, it was on Facebook.
nobody
There were
shared
lots
that
of
on my.
memes and stuff
Yeah, nobody shared
about
that
how
on my
long
feed.
people have to wait.
So yeah.
And then reading wise, I finished the whole Lunar Chronicles series. I did.
Yeah, I only still did the first one. I switched books.
I finished all of it, including the brand new book that just came out like a week ago. So, yeah.
How was it?
It was okay. Like,
It got better.
it did. Every book got better, I thought.
Okay.
That first one was tough.
Yes.
But yeah, I thought that every book got better. I wasn't the happiest with the ending, but whatever.
You're okay. So
I thought it was like kind of a. It felt to me, and I don't want to spoil it because it's a brand new book. Ow! Holy moly! That's my knee there. That she just like totally whatever. Okay.
I couldn't see there's a dog in the way.
Anyway, so I don't want to spoil it because people might not have read it as fast as I did, even though the last book was 850 pages approximately. But the ending kind of felt to me like a generic write-off. Hurry up, let's finish this. And I mean, after you've read 849 or whatever pages, and you get to the last page and you're like, oh. So anyway, that's all I'll say about that though, because other people might.
So
still
was
be
it
reading
not like a happy, lucky, your standard one that you like? Or are you not going to say?
I'm
that?
not going to say because I don't want to spoil it if people are reading it still. Because it just came out like, a week or two ago. It's come out since our last recording, so within the past 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
Yes.
I think last week I finished the whole selection series, and I talked about that. Because I don't know why this is not showing. There we go. Yeah, so I started, and I'm about halfway through Infinity Lost. It's the first of the trilogy.
Infinity Lost.
Well, the main character's name is Infinity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She goes by Finn.
Is it actually infinity or is it the symbol?
No, it's
That would
actually
be like
Infinity.
really awesome if it was just like, and then like a teacher in class would just be calling her sideways 8, laying down 8. Are you here?
No.
Not a math teacher. A math teacher would know it was the infinity symbol. Maybe another teacher would be like, sideways 8. I don't know.
You know that other teachers still have to take math classes.
Well,
you know,
what if it's
growing
like
up.
in kindergarten? You don't have to learn or you don't use that symbol that often in kindergarten.
They still had to take it in
Yeah.
school.
But what if they've been out of school for like 20 years or 25 years and they're nearing retirement and they're not thinking about that because they've spent the past 25 to 30 years teaching kindergartners?
Okay, so I've been out of school for the last 10 years, and I have not had to do anything with the infinity symbol, and I still know what it is. That's 10 years.
Yeah, but you're not like about to retire. You're not like in what, your 60s or 70s.
Okay, you're gonna ask your mother what that symbol is.
I am.
I'm gonna ask my father.
I will ask her and see, and we will report back.
Yes. And ask your father.
Yes.
Yes.
My dad was always good with math, though. Well, up till 7th grade. He told me I can help you with all your math homework until you get to, like, algebra. And then you're on your own.
So anyways. Yeah, so I'm about halfway through this book. I need to finish reading it before the end of this month because it's, I have it on the Kindle.
Oh.
And it's the
like you have a
one month.
deadline?
Yeah, it's the
Oh,
1
yeah,
month
that's right.
subscription for free, and
Yes.
otherwise I'm going to have to, figure out where I stopped and
Yeah.
start reading it again.
Yep.
And that's just way too much. Now, I have not watched TV. And I
And
have
there
not
are
been...
movies that are out that we need to go see.
I know.
Because The Hunger Games, the new one, is out as of just, like, Thursday night. And we have to find time to go see that.
And I'm going to be working this week. I normally take it off, but I will be working.
Not
And
the
you're
whole
going to
week,
be
though.
out of town.
For, like, 2 days.
2 I don't know. I know Friday I want to possibly go shopping. I'm going to look at the stuff for the Black Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Because one of the things for my birthday, which has caused me to not be knitting or watching TV or pretty much anything besides work,
Mm-hmm.
which I did go out of town this week, so I haven't had a lot of time for this thing, was I got an Xbox One
Yes.
and the Fallout game. So it's very exciting.
Yes.
And I'm 14 hours into it.
I am like a Fallout widow.
Okay.
Because you're on the Fallout all the time.
Except we're not married.
I know. Well, there's no like term for friends when one of them is like sucked into the Fallout
I don't know.
and the other one is not.
So, Josh
I was going to say Josh probably is the Fallout widow, except that Josh
Yes.
is probably sitting there while you're playing it, either watching you or like playing or something. I don't know.
Well, he
whatever.
can't play at the same
I
time.
don't know.
He has sat there and watched, and then he has his own game, and he got bored with it until he saw me starting to play with it, and I'm further along,
Uh-huh.
and he's like, "Whoa, that's completely different from Fallout 3. Wow, those things move fast." I'm like, I know. And
What? You mean like in the next version they changed things? It's not the same game all over again?
Well, it's the same premise, and that's what he
Still.
was like.
different.
Well, so like the ghouls. Before they would just like stand there and like you'll get one or two, maybe a few, but they'll like go at a normal speed.
Mm-hmm.
Here, they'll like start at a normal speed and then they'll get right at you and then just go BAM! And they go like supersonic speed.
Oh.
And then they like all swarm at you, so you'll have like 8 attacking you.
Mm-hmm.
So he started playing with my account. I'm like, okay, you can't do this anymore. It's mine. So
Yes.
yep. So I've been doing that.
So
and
you
then,
want to look at the Black Friday deals on video games?
Yes. To see what else they have, because we have a Fallout 4 and NHL 15.
There were several in today's paper. There were several Black Friday sales papers, but of course, like most of them will come out on Thursday, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, the stores that are going to be open on Thursday had like their stuff out today, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not going on Thursday.
Yeah. Well, no.
I
because,
refuse.
Because we are having Friendsgiving. I know. Look at me with all my weird terminology today.
You didn't say that before.
I know. Because we have to come back into town on Thanksgiving Day, so rather than just sitting at home, we are going over to Sandy's house so that John can play on the new Xbox, and I am bringing over food. So.
And we're not having normal Thanksgiving, so that's why it can't be Thanksgiving.
Well, no, it is Friendsgiving is like when you have your friends come over for Thanksgiving instead of doing family stuff.
Well, a lot of people will do it with friends, and it's still Thanksgiving.
But they call it now. It's called Friendsgiving.
I've never heard that.
It's new.
As of
Get
like
hip
5
to
minutes
the,
ago.
get hip to the lingo. It was like even a hashtag on Instagram. Anyway.
I'm sorry, I don't go and look up different hashtags on the Instagram. I'm
I
too
was-
busy playing Fallout.
I was
okay?
searching for something and it was one of the trending things, and I was like, okay, cool. So that's what we're doing. But we are having barbecued beef, like pulled barbecued beef, and potato salad that I am making.
And probably some other stuff. I'll probably make some
well,
like
all I
mac
can-
and cheese.
I was gonna
and-
say all I can guarantee right now is that what I'm making, and I'm having to make part of it tomorrow and freeze it so that it'll be ready.
What's gonna be frozen?
The barbecue.
Oh.
It freezes well, apparently, from what I've been told. It'll be my first time ever making it too.
We're also gonna have barbecue chicken to go with the barbecue theme,
It's
just in case.
So it's a recipe that I got from my aunt, and I've been around when she's made it. In fact, when I got the recipe from her, she was making it, so I've seen it prepared.
Have you tasted it after it's been frozen?
No,
Oh, okay.
but I've been told that it freezes very well, so it'll be good. And then because it takes a while to cook, and I'm gonna be getting back in town around lunchtime probably, so I don't want to like come home and have to cook, because I'm gonna have to come home and make potato salad.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to figure out what else we're gonna be eating. We need some vegetables.
And a pumpkin pie.
Yes.
Like a legit
We
pumpkin
have
pie.
to have pumpkin pie.
I know. Well,
Seriously.
here's the thing, Sandy. Like, we can get a pumpkin pie, and now we're discussing our Monday and stuff, but whatever. You can get a pumpkin pie, like, at Sam's Club that is, like, this huge. And it's, like...
bigger than your face?
It's bigger than your face. It's, like, twice the size of a regular pumpkin pie. And it's like, less than $10. It's probably, like, $6 or $7. But...
I don't have one.
But I was going to say, but you're not a member, and I don't want to go to Sam's Club and buy it on Monday and have it sit around forever, because, like...
Can I take your membership?
That's what I was gonna say. Should I give you my membership and you can go pick up a pie? Can you look enough like me?
Well, apparently we look like we're identical people
yes.
when we go out to places.
Yes, because we have to talk about, like we said 2 weeks ago, how we were going to the MMA fight. Oh, we went to the MMA fight. We did.
Ubered there. It was Kelly's first Uber.
Yes.
And I think it was just fine.
It was okay.
It wasn't that bad.
We're still alive.
I've done it multiple times,
we made
and
it
I've
there.
never been murdered.
We made it there in one piece.
We didn't have any creepy people.
No.
So,
although the last Uber driver was kind of like on the road, and that
it's
was kind
because
of
I was
cool.
distracting him talking about, his school.
Yeah.
And
So,
EMT and that, and what he was doing with his life.
Yes, because
that's what I do when
that's
I
what
go
she
in
does
Uber.
in the Uber. She sits right next to the driver in the front, and I sit in the back, and she sits there, and she just like has small talk, and I just sit in the back very uncomfortably, going, "How soon can we get there and be done with this?"
I always small talk with my Uber drivers, and it's hilarious.
So, yes, so we went and we had dinner, which we're not even going to talk about that, and then
it was very uneventful.
Yeah. And then we went to the hotel where the fight was.
Which I was not sure what to expect. I figured it was going to be in the conference rooms.
Yeah, I was not sure either.
There was like 2 or 3 conference rooms, and they took the dividers off, and then they put like a temporary octagon up in the middle for the fighters.
And chairs.
Yes, and a bunch of the hotel, conference chairs.
Yes.
All around, and then right around there was a VIP section with chairs and some tables and chairs and all that good stuff.
Yes.
We were in general admission.
We were in the general admission section, and our tickets that Sandy bought for us said row 1001. And so when we were going into the hotel and we ran into the fighter who we were there to see, as he was just like wandering around before the fight, we were like, "Hey, how's it going?" Which reminds me, yesterday he was like, "Oh, were you guys there?"
I know.
So obviously we must have looked really different, although he kind of recognized us on that whatever. So probably because we went up to him and he was kind of like, "Do I know these people?"
We were kind of like in his way.
Yeah, so he probably was like, "Hey, it's good to see you guys," because like I was there with my glasses. I don't wear my glasses when and I don't have my hair down when I go to the gym, and neither does Sandy doesn't have her hair down. Yeah, so we looked very different. We like had makeup on and weren't sweaty.
We were like regular people.
Yeah, we were not like drenched in sweat.
We weren't gym rats.
And like gasping for air. So
it's like, please, can we stop doing flutter kicks?
Yeah. So that's probably why. Because yesterday when we saw him, he was kind of like, "Oh, were you guys there?" And I was like, yes. And I didn't want to be like, "Yeah, we had like a 3-minute conversation with you," but whatever. His mind must have been on other things. That's what I'm going to put it at. We were dressed differently, and his mind was on other things.
My mind would have been on
But
other
anyway,
things.
and then he asked where we were sitting, and Sandy's like, "Well, we're in row 1001." And I'm
He's like, "What?"
And I said, "Well, it's general admission, and I seriously doubt that they've set up like 1001 rows of chairs in the conference room of the DoubleTree."
Yeah, I had no idea. 1001 though.
Yeah. And I said, "It's general admission, so it's probably like go in and find a chair. It's not going to be like assigned seats." So then we walk in and Sandy's like, "Are these assigned seats? Because my ticket says blah, blah, blah." And the guy looks at her and he's like,
"What?"
It's like, "It's general admission."
Well, no, he's like, he didn't say that. He's like, "I don't know. I don't think that there's 1,000 rows here." And I look, I'm like, "There's definitely not 1,000 rows here.
There
was
were like
30.
Not even. I would say there was maybe 20 max rows, right? They were very long rows, and there was like a little center section, but there were maybe 20 rows, possibly, at the most, if you didn't count the VIP section.
So, it wasn't 1,001. Well, you never know. It could have started at 1,000 and then had 1.
Okay, because that's how people start counting.
Sometimes,
Start to count. let's start with number 999.
It can happen.
So anyway, so we went to, and so when we're in line to get in there, we look at the, what is it, the fight card? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. With the list of all of the fights before, the one that we were there for, because the one we were there for was the main event. Although there was also a co-main event before the main event.
Yeah.
Anyway, and so there were 8 fights before the one we were there to see. 8. 8 fights. Each one was supposed to be like 3 rounds at 5 minutes a round. Yes. And they started, the whole thing, like, started half an hour late.
No, it was about an hour.
Or at least, whatever, at least half an hour late. Well, I mean, like, because then, and then we had to sit through, you know, like, the national anthem, and they had to have some, like, honor to someone.
Oh,
and,
it wasn't even counting
oh my
that.
goodness, I don't even know.
Yeah.
So, well, yeah, well, that's why I said, like, half an hour. So about that point, that's when they started all that other stuff, I think. I don't know, whatever. I didn't look at the time. I have no idea.
I was watching the time. So I'm like, I'm very time oriented.
So we had 8 fights to sit through, and 9 actually, if you count the one that happened in the audience, pretty much in our row, off to the side.
Probably about like 20 or so seats down.
Yes. So yeah. So really, there were 9 fights. There was like a bonus one thrown in. Yeah. It was all about how many ways can we make Kelly feel uncomfortable tonight.
It was
and Sandy
an
was
awesome
like
night.
laughing. She was like, "This is the best birthday ever."
It was great.
But sadly, our guy did not win. He had to tap out with a broken finger, like, what, less than a minute in.
It was
very
55
close.
seconds.
Yes, 55 seconds into his fight. So, anyway, I think he was saying yesterday the possibility of a rematch. I don't know if we're going to go to it.
We might watch it.
We might watch it because, like, they did have, like, pay-per-view streaming online for, like, $15.
Yes.
We might do that next time and watch it from the comfort of our homes. And, yeah, we'll go to one of our homes and watch it. Yes. Because they announced when we were there that their next big event would be, like, in February. So Sandy's like, "Oh, we could do your birthday." And I was like, yes, from the couch. But anyway, back to what we were saying about how we look exactly alike.
Yes.
So.
Small tangent there.
Yes, small. Anyway, so Sandy went to get a drink. Well, when we went into the hotel.
Yeah, we both got drinks.
We both got drinks. And so Sandy gets.
I got beer.
Yes. And I had to taste, like, 2 different beers that I did not like.
And then she got, like, a fruity...
girly
drink.
Yes.
Liquor.
Yes.
So when we actually got in and waiting for everything to go through, I had like about a quarter of my beer left, and it was more hoppy IPA-ish, and I'm not a big IPA person.
It was very dark.
Yeah. I was not expecting that. It was a new beer. So I went to get a different one, and I asked him to, get rid of it for me.
And it was, like, at a different place, because they had, like, the bar for the hotel, and then when we went into the conference room, they had, like, a bar set up out there, too.
Yeah,
for, like,
just
people
for
the
us patrons.
Yes.
So he's like, "Oh, okay, you sure you don't want it? I can put some ice in it." And I'm like, "No, it's warm. I don't drink watered down beer like that. If I'm going to drink watered down beer, it'll be like Bud Light."
Yeah.
So he turned to the other bartender, "Hey, you want to drink this? Ha ha ha." So he was full of jokes.
Yes.
And got me my drink, and I went back, and it was probably like, what, an hour later or so?
Probably, I don't know.
That you went in there?
Yeah, because I went to get a drink, and I walked up to him, and he goes, "Oh," he looks right at me, and he's like, "Oh, do you want your drink back?" And I'm like, "What?" Now, Sandy has told me the tale of this, whatever.
Like, as soon as I sat down, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah. He looks at me, and he goes, "Do you want your drink back?" And I look at him, and he's like, "The one you had me throw out." And I'm like, "I didn't have you throw out a drink." And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh, that was my friend." I would just like a fruity, girly, liquory drink that doesn't taste like alcohol. Please make that. Thanks. So I went back to Sandy, and I was like, so apparently we look the same. Yeah, this is pretty much different clothes, obviously, but this is pretty much what we looked like when we were there. Because, we both had our hair done, and I had my glasses on, and apparently we're the same person.
I had more makeup on, I think.
Probably.
Because
I think I might
I
have
was
too,
running late today.
But, But anyway, yeah. So apparently, like, we are identical twins.
Yeah. I still don't see it.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Really. I don't know. But anyway. Yeah.
My hair wasn't even this curly.
I know.
It's like super curly today.
I know. Well, it's not super curly, but
For me it is.
curlier.
It's like, I don't think I've ever had hair this curly.
Yeah. So, anyway, so
Yeah.
that was our exciting night at the fights.
And then we got an Uber guy to go home with.
Yes, who
Well,
drove
to
like
drive
this
us home.
on the roads and stuff.
It wasn't like doing
It
all-
was. From the back seat, it was like that. You were busy, like, chit-chatting, and I was sitting in the back going, okay, how long ago did I drink? Yeah.
Yeah.
Kelly's stomach's okay? Yes. Okay, good. Yeah, because, you know, like, I don't do boats because, like, of the motion sickness and stuff.
That's why you should have been in the front seat.
Yeah, but then I would have had to talk to the person.
No, I would have gone up through the front and just kind of prairie dogged.
Yeah, and then I would have been, like, the awkward person in the front seat. Who doesn't
Yes.
fit me. And especially since the majority of because we took, like, 3 Uber trips. 2 of them were under my name. And we would walk in, oh, are you Kelly? And we're both like, yes. And then I would just sit in the back and not say anything. So, because I get a little awkward in situations like that.
Yeah.
Just a little.
I stopped getting awkward with that. I've been thrown into enough situations where I'm not allowed to be awkward with that
Yeah.
now.
Talking with new people and, like, my mouth gets all dry and I can't. It's really bad. I get, like, super nervous and...
So remember this, if you ever see us out in public.
Really, yeah. Yeah.
You wouldn't, suspect that from...
You can go up to both of
here.
us. Yeah, I know. You can go up to both of us, but I'll be the one who's, like, backing away and, like, going, I need some water.
And every now and then just, like, nodding or...
Yeah. Yeah, doing my little nervous giggle. Yep. That's what happens. Well, I mean, it's just, like, it takes me a while, I guess, to get to know people in that way. Because, I mean, that's how it was with a lot of our, like, trainers at the gym, too. And now I talk to them. Kind of. Awkwardly
true.
from the corner.
And I'm like, let's go up there.
I know.
And just butt in on their conversation.
I was just like, oh, yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Like, oh, there's a boxing match tonight? I did not know that. But I have not been watching TV.
You're going to show us video of stuff. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I think that's about it, though, for us, isn't it?
Oh,
wait. No, it is not.
Yeah. Well, I just remember I saw an email, and hopefully this will get completely uploaded before the next 48 hours.
Oh.
Because
the last time we did this, it was like, oh, yeah, and it expires now. Anymore, whatever.
So, I got an email from Nitpicks, in case anybody shops there.
Mm-hmm.
And let me just verify. I don't remember what time it got sent out today. But they are having a big sale.
Okay. And their Felici yarn is back.
Yes.
And they have a few new colorways, and there's some colors they brought back. Like the Time Traveler colorway is back, but I don't need any more of that.
That's
I have,
correct.
Like, 4 or 5 balls of it. So.
36 hours ago, I got this email, approximately. And it is shop up to, so there's 36 hours left in this, to shop up to 85% off over 700 yards. That sounds really awkward out loud. So there's 700 yards, and you can get up to 85% off. And there was some yarns that I saw that were pallets that were only...
I thought you said yards.
Yarn.
And I was like, 700 yards? Yeah, so what, you get 85% off if you buy 700 yards?
No,
I was not computing that, sorry.
yarns.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there was some pallet yarn.
Yeah. And it was like $1 something. It was under $2.
Oh.
And there was a bunch of other stuff, and, there's a whole bunch of yarns that's on sale.
Over 700 of them.
Yeah. Up to 85% off.
For the next
36 hours.
Which, by the time this gets uploaded, well, not. Okay, so 36 hours will be like...
You might have a few
some
hours
point
left.
maybe on Monday?
Yeah.
Maybe? I don't know.
We'll work on
Wait,
getting
if
this going.
you got that email 36 hours ago.
No, I got it 12 hours ago.
Oh, you said I got this email 36 hours ago.
No, I got it 12 hours ago, so there's 36 hours left. I did math.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right, math.
Okay.
48 minus
So there was 48
12.
to start with.
Yes.
Okay. So it's probably like a weekend sale, basically, is what she's trying to tell you, is that it's probably a Saturday, Sunday sale, and this thing will go up maybe later tonight, if we're lucky.
No, 36 hours from now. So up until Monday.
Okay. So it's a Sunday, Monday sale?
Yeah. I don't know when it started, so.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, so nice
Go
little sale.
buy some yarn.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that we won't.
We don't have much room anymore.
I don't have any room.
Yeah, you don't have any.
I cannot buy yarn.
You can buy it and store it at my place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then your dog and cats can get into it.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Of course, there's always one more
Sandy
thing.
has a new addition to her family.
And it's not a human addition.
No.
Well, so Josh was talking to his father the other night. He's like, "So we have a new addition to to our family," and his father's like, "What, is Sandy pregnant?" He's like, "What? No." Yeah.
I don't think that you would say that until the baby actually came, though.
I don't know.
Anyway.
So
Semantics.
Josh found on Friday a little tiny black kitten about like that big. It's super small. It's a little boy. I'm thinking it's just under 8 weeks, probably between 7 and 8, because it's just getting its bottom teeth in, and the top teeth are just, you can just see them, and there's still a little bit of blue in his eyes, so we are still deciding if we're going to keep it or not, and we're working out the naming situation, and it's been a very difficult naming situation. So, yeah.
Yes.
But completely.
And does the kitten get along with the other animals in the house, is the question.
So, the kitten has, like, tried to headbutt, because we're keeping them segregated mostly.
Yeah. We
tried to do a small little introduction.
Supervised introduction.
Yeah, supervised, where the other animals could run away. My older cat, Charlie, does not want anything to do with him, and I already knew that. The other cat, Splatipus.
Well, that's because he's a grumpy old man cat.
Yeah. Well, Splatipus was like, what's going on? Until the little kitten went and, like, headbutted and rubbed, and she's like, oh, no, hissed and then ran away. And then Klaus is just a big, goofy doofus, and is like, oh, we're gonna play. And then gets, like, ripped to shreds. And he's like, oh, okay, we're still playing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that's how it's been all yesterday. Today, the little kitten laid down, and Klaus was really good, and stopped getting super hyper, and laid down next to him, and was, like, slowly putting his paw out until they were touching, and then he finally, like, laid down his huge snout, which is as big as the cat, if not bigger.
I was gonna say, probably bigger.
Yeah. And he could fit the
if your
entire
cat is only like this big,
yeah,
then
his snout is like that
yes.
big. So, so right now the hissing was not going on, but we're still keeping them segregated for the most part.
Yeah.
So it has the front bathroom, the guest bathroom.
Oh, good. So when we come over on Thursday.
By the way, Kelly doesn't like cats. So, yeah. Which is great. John can have so much fun with the kitten.
Yes.
He likes cats.
John can have all the fun he wants with a kitten.
Yep.
And we are not convincing John to bring the kitten home. No.
Lucy would love it.
No.
Lucy likes cats.
Nope.
I'm introducing dogs to the cat, so we'll be fine with it.
Nope.
Especially smaller ones.
But Kelly does not like cats.
Kelly will learn to like cats.
Nope.
Yes.
Anyway.
So anyways.
So,
yeah.
that is it. Are we sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is it for us for today. For this installment. And there's some social media stuff that I'm not going to be as cool as I was last time saying, because I think that was a once in a lifetime thing. But it's recorded, for posterity. So anyway, you can find us on social media, and we are on Twitter as 2 Crafty Stitches. Crafty is with a K, and all the things I'm about to say, so I'm going to keep saying it over and over again. And you can find us on Instagram as Knits and Bits and PearlyGirl75. And we have a blog where we post our link to the video and sometimes show notes, which is 2craftystitches.wordpress.com. And I think that's it for all of our stuff. And I'm going to start moving the mouse over because I see it's way over there, and I don't want to be too awkward like it is right now.
Happy knit or happy crafting.
Whatever. See you in 2 weeks.
And happy Thanksgiving.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.